And some of you would have seen me ranting about this online, but things have not improved at all. The way in which you give directions is ludicrous. I've spoken to many people that moved here in the last 2 years. This has not changed. I've been complaining about it for 10 years. Do you realize in other parts of the world, when a newcomer comes to a place and they ask for directions, locals will give them directions using actual physical landmarks. You don't do that here, do you? No, here you give directions using landmarks of shit that used to be there 25 bloody years ago. Now I became like a go-to. You literally need a degree in failed Canadian businesses just to find. If you don't know where Sears was, you're fucked. It is even worse in rural areas. When I was trying to find that Sussex drive-in, I went up to a guy, I said, "Excuse me, mate, do you know the way to the Sussex drive-in?" He goes, "Yeah, no problem." He goes, "Go to the end of this road and turn left at the tree where Donny crashed his bike in '78. No idea. This came to a head for me, right? And again, I now know, but I mean, a few years back, I got lost in a place in St. John called Lancaster Moor. Lancaster Mall, yeah. It's anyone that knows it. Give you a visual, right? Stephen knows. You give you a visual of Lancaster Mall. Picture the mall in the film Dawn of the Dead. But imagine it with significantly more zombies in it. Now, I was there. I was trying to find a flooring company. I saw a lady. She looked like she knew her way around, right? Looked like she knew what's what. I said, "Excuse me, do you know where this flooring company is?" She goes, "Yeah, no problem." Right? And I thought, okay, here we go. Proper directions coming up. Word for word, she goes, "Do you know where Zeller's used to be?" Do I look or sound like I know where Zeller's used to be? I don't even know what a fucking Zeller's is. I mean, I now know, obviously, from my research, from my degree in failed Canadian, I now know. Now, of course, it would make perfect sense to say where Zeller's used to be if we're talking about like a disused building, right, with an old Zeller's sign swinging off it, right? That makes sense. But no, this is actually now a fairly, like, she could see, it was behind where I was standing, this building. She could see it. It was in her field of vision, right? And she calls it, even though it's not a disused, no Zeller's sign, no, it's now what I believe is a fairly well-known established chain called Walmart. She could see the Walmart sign in the periphery of her vision, but she still calls it where Zeller's used to be.